Did you know that there are some signs that if they apply to you, then you're guaranteed to have your twin flame union? Today's video is all about that. I have compiled a list of 5 signs that, or qualities I would say, that if they apply to you, then you're guaranteed to get into your twin flame union and then keep it permanently, no issues, you're good to go, right? And yeah, what if you don't have those? Well, stick around until the end of this video. I will also discuss that. And I'll also be discussing what to do if you don't have those things throughout the video, so don't worry about it if not everything applies to you. It's very normal that not everything may apply right now. So yeah, it's okay. There is a solution. So yeah, welcome to the channel. I'm Christine, a certified Ascension coach, so that means I guide twin flames into union. So this list comes from that, what I've seen in clients that have succeeded in getting into their union and maintaining it. And yeah, it's a list of these qualities that they're universal. It doesn't matter where you're from, like what your age is, what your gender is. There are some very specific qualities that they guarantee your success on this journey. And I also know this from personal experience because I'm in union as well, and I had to cultivate all these qualities for myself in order to get there. And yeah, keep getting there, right? It's not a destination. It's something that you maintain afterwards, and you keep growing. It's not something that ever stops. Like, you're always eternally growing deeper into love with your twin flame. So yeah, let's get to number 1. What is the first quality that if you have, you're guaranteed to succeed here? It is humility. And I bring this up as number 1 because I see it's a huge trend in the twin flame world to, yeah, just one person viewing themselves as I can do no wrong. My twin flame does everything wrong, and it's here's the reason we're not in union, which I've made a video on this, linked over here, if you would like to check that out, and if that's you. And yeah, it's important to be humble on this journey and to acknowledge that twin flames are one at the core. You're one with your twin flame, you're equals. So yeah, there's no such thing as the awakened twin flame, the non-awakened twin flame, the whatever twin flame, And as soon as you see that and you really feel that at your core, that yes, you're awakened in some areas, but you're quite blind in others, and your twin flame has all these qualities that you're blind in, they're very good at those. And that's what your partnership is supposed to be. You're supposed to have this balance between you. It's like the yin and yang, right? It's you're not you're a complete person on your own, but you're present with even more of yourself when your twin flame is around. So, if you hear of those couples in harmonious union that they're oh my god, harmonious union superpowers, that is very true, right? So yeah, it's important to understand that you have a partnership with your twin flame. It's not just two random people coming together. It's perfectly orchestrated. They have skills that complement yours and vice versa. So what if they're not into spirituality? So what? It's okay, because if you're into that and they're not at all into that, eventually you're meant to be the one to teach them. And they're meant to teach you something else that is, yeah, most likely something to do with your life purpose, maybe. Something yeah, something maybe, well, what I've seen usually is that if one twin flame is very advanced in spirituality, the other is very advanced when it comes to the physical stuff, foundation and finances and all that. So everything is covered. So, I mean, it's not always the case, but usually that's what I've seen. So that should give you an idea. Good. So first quality to succeed is humility, being humble, and yeah, being willing to recognize that what your twin flame is doing over there, yeah, if they're triggering you, you're responsible to heal this. Neither of you is flawless, okay? And yeah, not to put either of you on a pedestal. It's important to not be arrogant and to humbly work through the lessons that your twin flame is presenting to you and that life is presenting to you. Because that's the way forward, right? To keep working and healing whatever is coming up on your journey. So, second quality is persistence. And yeah, this ties into it very well, because if you're humble and willing to work through things, then you don't just give up one day. You're not going to have your union if you just give up in the middle of the way. It's imagine you're taking this road trip and then in the middle of it you're oh well, I'm done, I give up, bye. And then you complain that you didn't reach the destination. Well, yeah, you gave up on it. You turn back halfway through. How do you expect to get there? And it's the same with your twin flame journey. It's a spiritual journey. So it's not like you see the road in a sense. but you see part of the road and you see that there's still a next step in front of you. And if you're not willing to take that step, and if you're not willing to persist, then you're never going to get there, and it's natural, right? It makes sense. Where would you get the result if you're not willing to do the work for it? So if you're actually persistent and you're like, you know what, I'm never going to give up on myself, I'm never going to give up on my desire for true love, and I'm going to keep working through the blocks that come up sincerely and with persistence, then you're going to get there. And you're going to get there very quick, actually, because you have made the choice to be persistent, and you know that no matter what, you're going to be there for yourself. So yeah, also if you have any abandonment issues coming up in your union, that's one part of it, like being persistent, right? Choosing to be persistent and choosing to love yourself no matter what happens, what arises, and choosing not to abandon yourself. Because your twin flame is your ultimate mirror, so they're mirroring everything to you. So if you thought you didn't have this false belief, but it still triggers you, yeah, check out the first quality again, it's humility. So yeah, if you're upset by it, you're responsible for it. Good. So quality number 3 is to have support. So that's very, very important. And that's something that makes a huge difference, like if you want to take the very slow and tedious way of coming into union, or if you want to take the highway in which it's paved road, it goes fast, it goes nice, and you're in style, right? That's a huge difference. And yeah, it's about investing in the right support, having the right spiritual teacher to guide you. It's having the right teaching, the right person. And for me personally, I can't recommend enough my own spiritual community. I have all the links below for it. It's great. It's what helped me come into union. And yeah, if you would like support in your twin flame journey and you're like, okay, where do I start, what's my next step, then feel free to sign up for a free consultation with me. I have a link below for that, right? So 15 minutes, we'll chat about your journey, give you some next steps, see what's up with you. Right? And if you're ready to go even deeper than that, then feel free to sign up for some coaching. I've opened up a new group coaching class, and it's great. It's very affordable, and it's amazing how much you can heal as part of a community and as part of a group. I was in a group coaching class for over a year before I switched to one-on-one, because eventually it made more sense for me to switch. But yeah, it felt very good to be part of it, and because one person is healing one thing, and you resonate with that. It's like magic. And then the next person shares something that is very related to that. And then the next one, and it's everybody heals as one in the group. So it's extremely powerful. And yeah, it brings results because it's so powerful. The energy is so, there's a lot of connection and divine love flowing within the group. So it's amazing. So I recommend that you try that. If you've been thinking about it, then that's your sign to go ahead and do it. So yeah, having the right support also ensures that it will help you when you essentially have no idea what's up, what you're doing next. And it's instead of fumbling in the dark, it's having people that are turning on the light and they're you know what, here it is. And yeah, if you really are not into suffering and you just would rather have it way easier, feel more supported, feel good on your journey, then I highly recommend getting the right support and receiving the right information about it also, because another trend I'm noticing in twin flame communities is just getting high on readings. The divine masculine is someday coming home, and yeah, that's BS, right? We all know it. It's not happening this way. It's not and readings are good for helping you connect with your feelings. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying readings are bad, but you need to actually do the healing work for your union to manifest. It's not something a reader can say to you. Right? So yeah, it's not something very sustainable. It's more based on a high instead of an actual spiritual foundation. So I would recommend to ditch the readings and go ahead and start doing spiritual work instead, inner work, healing. Use the mirror exercise. If you don't know what that is, link below, thank me later. Good. So next quality, number 4, is high willingness to change. It's very, very important. So it's a new journey, right? You've never really been on this before. You don't know what you're doing. Completely understandable. However, it's important to see what is working for you and what is not working for you, and to stop doing what is not working. So back to the readings example from earlier. If you've been watching twin flame readings on YouTube every day for the last 3 years, but your twin flame is nowhere to be found, no talking with you, no contact, whatever, well, yeah, that's a sign that this is not working. like someone has to break the news, right? And it feels maybe like a bit of tough love, because that's what it is, right? Because readings alone are not going to support you in that. It's a spiritual process, it's a spiritual journey, and yeah, it's not just taken like that. So very important to actually take the actual spiritual journey and be willing to let go of what doesn't work. So if it's been 3 years, no contact with your twin flame, nothing, even though the reader has said for the last couple of years every week that Divine Masculine is coming home, well, not working, time to put an X on that, move on to the next thing. And if the next thing doesn't work either, and it just leaves you more frustrated, and you're like, well, it's not working, I've been trying this for another year, and it's like, yeah, it's like, whatever, move on to the next thing. So yeah, it's important to experiment and see results like in the long run. Like, of course, you're not going to like do something for one day and then expect to see results the next day. That's not how it works. But yeah, give it a bit, like a few weeks maybe. And if you don't notice a difference, even within yourself or on the outside, like anywhere, and it's like literally the same thing, same old, then it's safe to move on. It's safe to like change the direction, try something else, because yeah, that's really going to help you. And that's what helped a lot of people. They were highly willing to change and do something different. And that's what led them to their union, instead of just persisting. And it's like knocking on a door that is locked and closed, and you keep knocking on it day after day, and it's not opening, it's shut. Go to the next door, it's right next to it, it's open, walk right through it. Right, and see what's there for you. So yeah, high willingness to change is number 4. That's also part of the healing process. Like, you need to be willing to change. Like, if you're not in union right now in your current state, that's because something needs to change. So yeah, you need to make a different choice, whether it's healing abandonment or just making the core choice to come into your union or whatever. Like, we make different choices every day, and it's important to like make those core choices, heal whatever blocks come up. And that's how you change, how you truly change, not by just doing things on the outside. And that's what's going to bring you the best results. So, last but not least, number 5 on this list, and yeah, I left the best for last. It is your desire to have harmonious twin flame union and being 100% committed to it. So yeah, that's very, very important. So having the desire to have this perfect love is so important, and also being committed to have your perfect love no matter what. And yeah, commitment is of course different from persistence. Persisting is like you continue going, you persevere even though things are not working out very well. Maybe sometimes on the outside we get like these tower moments, but that's okay. The star comes right after. If you have a tarot deck, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, being committed to the journey is so important. Because if you're not committed to it, then yeah, how do you expect your twin flame to commit to you if you don't commit to self-love and self-healing? Your twin flame is your divine mirror. So yeah, also if you're not really choosing to feel your desire to be in union and you're numbing out to it instead, then yeah, again, your twin flame is your mirror. So how do you expect them to express that to you? Of course, they're going to be like, I don't feel anything, because yeah, you're not acknowledging it within yourself. So how do you expect that? So yeah, and also commitment to loving yourself through thick and thin is what's going to take you very far in life. And that's not just for your twin flame journey. It's about like, no matter what happens, being present and loving yourself with whatever arises. And that's also how you never experience abandonment again, because that's how you heal it, by choosing to commit to yourself and choosing to have this like loving relationship with yourself. And with source, of course, with God, like call it however you want. So yeah, these are the 5 qualities. If you have them, guaranteed to get into union. What happens if you don't have one of those, 2 of those, maybe all 5 of those? Well, you choose to cultivate them. And it can start now. Like, you can make the choice at the core of your heart. Like, I choose to be humble. I choose to claim support. I choose to like be persistent. All that, and yeah, not go back on your word, like continue working through whatever comes up. If you have blocks to like commitment, for example, or fear of change, as per the 4th quality, you work through them with a mirror exercise. You work through them with your coach, like yeah, work through them, and you keep going until you have like all these 5 things. right? And then, like, obviously you're going to get there. Seriously, like, if you have all these 5 things, like, your success is guaranteed. Like, seriously, nothing else you can do there. Just surrender and it's there. It will happen overnight. So yeah, that was today's video. Thank you so much for watching. So if you would like more support as per the 3rd quality, then feel free to check out the description for that. I offer free consultations to help you on your journey and a lot of other good stuff. So you don't want to miss out on that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next video. So enjoy your week. Bye-bye.